I'm not talking about that gargoyle. Like when I say as in laser success, as in laser focus, as in LASIK focus, what I literally mean is like that gargoyle is that laser focus. Does that make sense? Like in the same way when a laser gets shot a laser beam, it pierces through everything and gets to point where it wants to be. That gargoyle is the exact same shit. Just boom, a fucking beam through everything, destroys all the rocks, destroys all the castles, destroys all the mountains, and that gargoyle is just flying like a fucking beam. That's how I envision, my work ethic. You know, if I to explain my work ethic to an individual or to somebody, I would say like my work ethic is literally a gargoyle, and there's just like like modern warfare, spears, stakes, everything, uh, future laser beams, everything shooting at me. Like literally, Thanos with his Infinity Stones are just coming at me, and I don't see anything, I don't hear anything. I just literally gargoyle focus. There's laser focus, which is like a small micro beam, right? Then there's gargoyle focus, and that's a nanotech fucking beam, a Planck length fucking beam. And Planck length is one of the smallest unit of measures. So it's like, what is it? It's like 1 times 10 to the negative 70. Yeah. Or 1 times 10 to the negative 1 times 10 to the negative 71, actually. So with that being said, that tiny unit of like laser focus unit of measure, and Phil Heath, he talks about this too with one of the fights that Floyd Mayweather had. One of his opponents hit him, and Floyd Mayweather was a little bit rocky. Why didn't his opponent go crazy, right? Start digging in. At that moment, what Phil Heath talks about is it was a needle through a haystack situation. And that's literally my gargoyle what is it called? Metaphor, where it's that tiny needle in a haystack. If his opponent went crazy, then what's it called? Floyd Mayweather would have gotten hit back on his feet or hit right on his back, versus if that guy took the slither of opportunity, like our gargoyle, he sees a tiny hole, a tiny opportunity, and he just blasts and just goes crazy. And then even though like at the end, like, if the guy's all roughed up, he still was able to win the fight. Even at the end of the journey, the gargoyle still, got to where he wanted to be. Even though he's all beaten up, he's all, injuries or whatever. It's like the idea that I said with the entrepreneurial up and down that I was drawing earlier. I don't know if you can see the picture, it's probably not anymore. But the reason why I was talking about like this is, it's like, it's not that it's the light is moving in a straight path and it goes through everything, but the speed of which the light is moving, right? Then all the obstacles that appear, you can either go around with the same exact speed, or just go absolute psycho and then try to go bulldoze through the obstacles. So the only way to achieve this in actuality is all the obstacles get bulldozed through. So in the same sense that this is a real journey of an entrepreneur and a real journey of success, what I am saying is the speed in which we both work in both locations is correct. So what I mean is, when this concept of one streamline, that quote unquote speed is the same exact thing here. So what I mean by that is, in the same sense that there are obstacles that appear in our way, but when those obstacles happen, mind and body are still wired at the same speed as it was when my business was going, or when life was going upwards. So what I mean by that is, check this out. This is literally an analysis on life that I've just developed. As things move upward, life seems to speed up and increase. And what ends up happening is the individual gets comfortable and the work ethic decreases. So it goes up and then it goes down, right? However, check this out. If the speed at which we work can make this into this, then theoretically speaking, all we have to do is just increase the speed at which we can accomplish that work, accomplish those tasks. And so what I mean by is, yes, it is really like this. There are many obstacles, but in the same sense that no matter what obstacles, I have laser focus and I go through every single obstacle, right? Gargoyle focus. This, and right, with the right word, the word finesse. What does finesse mean, okay? Finesse means with ease. Means using difficult tasks and then allowing to transform those difficult tasks to make them look easier. What does finesse mean? Finesse is the situation where a task can seem extremely difficult, extremely hard, that takes a lot of effort, and yet the individual is able to do it flawlessly or with little to minimal effort. So what I mean by this diagram or this picture, this is the real journey and this is the real truth of success. However, through finesse, the speed at which the successor is succeeding at or working at is that fast. And so what I mean is life is just like this. Yep, that's correct. Life is just like this. That is correct. However, the individual with the correct mindset, the correct success mindset, instead of seeing it like that, all I think about is, well, this is just based on speed then. Because if life really is like this, then the faster you're able to get through that, right? Then the quicker we'll be able to go to that consistent climb. And like if I were to draw out, a success journey, it would be more like that. And I think another shortcut that we can worry about success is, rather than focusing on the high points, on the crows, we focus on the troughs. Because what the troughs are teaching us on our journey to success is where are our failures. So success is up there, and each one of these troughs is a failure. However, the knowledge, so this could be revenue, this could be self-esteem, this could be journey. However, the knowledge, just like this. Everyone, I'm SLC. Hope you enjoyed.